everybody. How are you guys doing? I wanted to come on here and tell you guys some really exciting news. I am going to be performing my very first makeup tutorial. So I wanted to show you guys basically the look that we'll be going for. I made sure I did a full face on this side and absolutely nothing on this side so I can show you guys the basics, eyebrows, everything. And so this is the look. Very colorful. I'm going out tonight. So my makeup is a little out there and a little bit more colorful only because I stand to make statements. I mean, I'm the mouth of all the madness. So I love it. And I wanted to basically just do something really colorful. We have a teal waterline, some pink, a little bit of purple, some black, very 1, 2, 3, 4, simple. I don't really try to make makeup hard. I know for a while I've been saying I wasn't going to do makeup tutorials because I feel like it was a lot of people doing it. But at the same time, I feel as if that I'm a different person. And I feel like it always helps if you get another opinion and you get somebody else kind of showing you how to do the makeup and ways to make it simpler. Because the way somebody may do it, I may not necessarily show you that way. So, with all of that being said, let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to need, that I need for my brows is 3 very simple things. Do not laugh at my e.l.f. brush. This right here, you guys, is my old faithful. I only have 2 items that are like my old faithfuls, and this is one of them. It is a professional concealer brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I love this brush. It, as you guys can see, is dwindling, but it is okay because I'm going to continue to use it. It still gives me a sharp brow, and it is my faithful. The second thing that we're going to need is our Jordana Easy Liner for the eyes. I don't know if you guys have heard about Jordana liners, but they are amazing for brows. From everyone to my chocolate babies to my Caucasian sisters, they are amazing. And I haven't heard a complaint. Every time I recommend someone to go get a Jordana pencil, I have not heard a complaint yet. The third item that we will be using is my Studio Fix Concealer by MAC in NW50. No, sorry. NW45 for my highlight and my under eye concealer. It is both for me. So let's go ahead and get started. Basically, what I try to do when I am doing my brows is I make sure that I give myself a diaphragm, kind of like filling in the lines. So I make sure I go underneath my brow at the base of the hair growth, and then I go above. And then what I'm going to make sure I do is just lightly fill in where there's missing spaces. In turn, achieving this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take whatever concealer brush that you use, definitely of your choice. This is just mine, and I absolutely love it. And we're going to take that Studio Fix concealer. It's Studio Fix or Studio Finish. I can't remember, but it's one of the two. And we're just going to make sure that we shape the bottom and that we shape the top. So right now you should get something that kind of looks like a brow diaphragm. I don't know if you guys have ever received or gotten the kits from Sephora, but they do kind of give you a diagram for your brow And you want to make sure that the front part of your brow is aligned with your inner corner, and that the tail of your brow is aligned with the outer corner of your eye. So we're going to make sure we go ahead and do that. And what I'm doing now is I'm just blending the concealer up and then around. And then what I like to do is kind of go in with my finger and kind of blend out the streaks to try to make sure that we have a very, very, very perfect application. Some people prefer not to go over top of their brow. I like it because it just gives for a sharper look. But if that's something that you're not interested in, definitely don't do it. The third thing that I do, I use this brush, which is, I guess, just I don't know what you call this. A crease. I'm sorry. A crease. A smudge brush, I guess, a smudge brush. And what I actually do, I use this in my inner corner and in my crease. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to do the same motion, but I'm going to blend out my brow. And this is so it does not appear harsh and that it appears a lot more natural. Okay. Now make sure it is noted that brows are not sisters, they are cousins. But you want to get them as close to similar as possible. So as you guys can see, mine are basically about twins now. The next thing we're going to go in and do is we are going to go in with our L'Oreal Decrease, which is going to be our primer. Now, I make sure I put my L'Oreal Decrease on top of my eyelid and just blend it with my finger, because the warm touch of your finger tends to really just give it an even application, and that's with any primer. And then I also make sure I do the same thing underneath my eye, and this is just so when I actually go to apply my concealer, that my concealer stays put. So, hope you guys can see that. That is the base of what we have right now. Okay, and now we're going to go in with our NYX eyeshadow base, and I believe white. It's this right here. Comes in a nice little pot. And what we're going to do is just want to take our finger. You can take a brush. I take my finger. These are my own personal products. And we're just going to go all above that area right there. I'm going to make sure that white is completely covering our eyelid, because we want to make sure that our pink as well as our purple that is in our crease definitely show. So now we're going to take an all over eyeshadow brush, and we're going to make sure that it's nice and flat. And that's just so I can make sure I pack on the color really, really, really well. Note that when I'm applying this, I'm making sure that I'm doing a patting motion so that the eyeshadow that I'm applying adheres to the eyeshadow base. We're going to make sure we do not go too far. So a little over half of the eyelid. You guys see that? A little over half. Okay. Now we're going to go in with a blending brush. Okay. Something a little smaller so you make sure you can get into that crease very, very well. All the tools that I'm using today are Eco tools. I absolutely, absolutely love their brushes. They're so soft. And we're just going to make sure we're blending that purple right on into our crease. And you can put it all over the whole crease. Okay, now to deepen and to also fill in this little space of white we have here, we're going to add a little bit of matte black. I did not let you guys know the eyeshadows I'm using. The eyeshadows for this look are from the BH Cosmetics First Edition palette. After this video is posted, I will make sure that I include all of that information in the bottom bar. Okay, now right here, I'm going to stop right here. And the reason being is because I'm going to go in with another eyeshadow brush and I'm going to apply a almost banana colored pigment to my brow area. And this is just to highlight my brow bone. And the great thing about this now is that for me personally, I like to make sure I go in with my finger, because my finger has the softest touch and it seems to be one of the best blending tools for me. If you are doing a look like this on a client, make sure that you do ask for permission to touch their face, of course. Okay, so now we're going to go to our waterline. And what we're going to use to tighten our waterline is we're going to go in with our white eyeshadow base, and we're just going to use that to completely cover our waterline, making sure to let go so that our eyes do not water as much. And as you guys can see, it's very, very vibrant on its own. Okay. Making sure to catch any tears. I make sure I do that. Then we're going to go in with another color, which is more so a teal color from the BH Cosmetics 120 palette. And we're just going to place that right on top of the white. See? Very simple, very easy. And right now we are almost done. I'm going to go in with one of my favorite eyeliners, and it is the NYX liner in Studio. It's the Studio Liquid eyeliner in Extreme Black. I'm just going to go in and make a very thin line. This is just to add definition to the eye and to definitely add a little bit more spice to the look. Now we're going to use our MAC's Hot and Naughty 2 Black Lash Mascara. Looks like this. This is absolutely the best mascara a girl could ask for. It gives you drama. It also gives you, you know, just volume. And you guys can definitely see the volume and length that it's giving my lashes by making sure that it just catches every single lash. And then you can go ahead and apply some to the bottom as well. Now we're going to apply our concealer of choice. As you guys know, my concealer of choice is my Studio Finish Concealer by MAC in NW45. And what I like to do is kind of make an upside triangle underneath my eye. And then we're going to you can take your beauty blender. I have a great substitute for a beauty blender. It's called a beauty sponge. And you actually can get them from Walgreens, CVS. And this one is by Soho, London. And their beauty sponge is just absolutely phenomenal. I love the shape of it. It's kind of shaped like a football, and it really allows you to get into the inner corner. Okay. So now after that, we're going to make sure that we are applying a setting powder to our concealer. And the setting powder that we are going to be using for our concealer is going to be the Makeup Forever HD powder. I plan on taking a lot of pictures, probably doing some Insta videos. So because of that, I need to make sure that I'm HD ready. Okay, so now that we have our HD powder, we can add a little bit of blush. Normally I do a contour, but just because I kind of have a lot going on, I preferably don't want to do a contour today. So right now I'm just adding a light blush. It's a very pinky color due to the fact that I'm running my brush across 7 different pink eyeshadows. And the color that it gives me is just absolutely Barbie doll and so cute. Now we're going to apply our lip color. And my lip color of choice is from Walgreens. And it is by a professional line that they have called Studio Makeup. And Studio Makeup has great lipsticks. And this one is in chocolate silk. You guys can see that. It's a very nude color. And I'm just going to use that to apply it to the rest of my lip. Now, I'm sure you guys can see that I am shiny. And what I like to do to kind of minimize the amount of shine that I have, I use my Black Opal Oil Blocking Powder. And I just use this strictly in the areas as needed. So in my T-zone and on my chin. I wanted to also let you guys know that I did in fact apply foundation before starting this video. So I made sure that I cleansed with my Lush Cosmetics Angels on Bare Skin cleanser. And I moisturized with my Lorac Silky Moisture Hydrator. It is a gel cream and it feels phenomenal on people who have combination skin. So again, this is Jewel from Essenceofamor TV, and I would like to let you guys know that this is your very first makeup tutorial. I hope you all loved it, and I really just wanted to give you guys a close-up. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys later.